Hey, good morning. It is Craig Bennett, aka Cash Keg, here on a very early Sunday morning. Hope you've had a good weekend. We got the Pro Bowl, did a video for that earlier. I will link it at the end of this video. And we got a little basketball today. I'm going to do an early video here where I pick out 4 plays and kind of go over and give you my analysis on them. Hopefully it helps you a little bit in your decisions today. Yesterday was kind of a mixed bag. Man, like I talked about earlier, Phoenix just put a whopping on Washington. So Dinwiddie and Kuzma just failed miserably. But we got the over on the 80 rebounds, over on 8 in rebounds. And then the late video, Dort got scratched. It seems like every stinking day I do one of these, almost like the Madden curse, where every time I do a thumbnail on a guy, he tends to get scratched. So hopefully that's not the case going forward, but it feels like that the last couple days with Dort, and then the other day Harden. But anyways, Simmons got over on 18.5 points. He did hit 19. CJ McCollum did go under fantasy points, 36. And then Lowry missed an assist by a half, and Baisley missed a rebound by a half, but he played 37 minutes. So I was like, how did he not get there? But again, mixed bag, kind of went 50% yesterday. Not great, but got 4 picks on tap today, and we'll dive into them. And again, if you find value in these videos, hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, and let's dive in. All right, like always, if you don't have a Prizepicks account, head on over there, use promo code DFSArmy, get 100% instant deposit match up to $100. The link is in the description below. All right, kind of a short, it's an 8-game slate today. It's kind of broken up into 2 sections. We got 3 games that start at 3:30 Eastern Standard Time, and then the rest of the 5 start at 6 p.m. moving forward. So again, no really NFL going on anymore. We got the Pro Bowl this weekend. Like I said, I did a video on that for you that want to play it. I had a lot of people ask me, and then we got the Super Bowl coming up. So I'm going to do a lot of Super Bowl content with Prizepicks. There's a ton of different picks. I think I'm going to start that either tonight or tomorrow, and I'm going to do some videos. I'll probably do 4 or 5 videos on the different picks because there's a plethora of them, and I don't want to do them all in one video. So I'll knock them out like I usually do and focus on 5 so I can give you some quick hitters and focus on a few stats. But anyways, not here nor there. Let's just talk about the picks that we like today on the early video. I'll do a main one later when we get a few more picks on the board, but there's not a ton on here. So first one we're going to look at here, we're actually going to go to Jalen Brunson, and we're going to go over 16.5 points here. If we kind of look at Jalen Brunson, again, no Porzingis again. They're going up against Dallas, 219.5 over under. Dallas favored by 2.5. Dallas, again, no Sterling Brown, no Kristaps Porzingis. The old unicorn is still out, and we know Hardaway's out for a long time. Maxi Kleber could be back, so maybe that'll help the rebounds a little bit. But they're still going to look for scoring. It's going to be Luka and Brunson. Those are the guys that are going to look to score. The minutes have been up a ton for Brunson the last 2 games. 38.6 and 42.6 the last 2 games, averaging 37.1 over the last 5. Shots have been up too a lot since Porzingis has been out. 15 and 18 shots over the last 2. Great matchup going up against Atlanta, which ranks 24th in the league against points, 23rd in 3-pointers allowed, and he's went over this mark in 3 of his last 5 games. And I think with the shots, are going to be there for him, and they're going to have to lean on him for scoring. So I do like this mark of over 16.5 points for that reason. He's going to be the second guy behind Luka here, and he's just so fun to watch. Second guy we're going to go here that we're going to pick is, again, his running mate here. We're going to go Luka over 9.5 assists. Luka's been on another planet lately, and again, going up against Atlanta here, who ranks 27th in NBA in assists allowed. We should see just Luka do whatever he wants here. He's went over this mark in 5 out of his last 5 games. It wouldn't surprise me if we saw another triple-double here out of him. I was looking at points, rebounds, and assists, but 49.5 is pretty high. He's got to score a ton of points. I feel like the assist, he can get there more often. He's went over this mark 7 out of his last 10 games with no Kristaps on there, and just 5 out of his last 5 games. So again, going up against Atlanta, who likes to give up some assists, I can see Luka, getting the over on this. So we like the over on Luka, 9.5 assists. Third one on tap is probably my favorite, and it's one that we've just been cashing on. It seems just each and every week or each and every day. We did have a heartbreak he got this like in the last like 10 or 15 seconds in the game against Dallas, but he still got there, and it was 5.5. For some reason, it's 4.5 now, going up against Chicago. I get it. They're ranked 20th in the league in assists allowed, and they do have some pieces that could be coming back today. Kobe White is questionable. Zach LaVine is questionable. And then on the Philly side, Milton is still out, so he's still going to run a ton of point. Furkan Korkmaz could be back, and then Thibel's questionable as well. He hit his hand in that last game that I noticed, and maybe that's what's causing him to maybe sit here. So, again, he should see all the minutes he can handle. I know Seth Curry's back, but again, he plays a ton. The dude is just so much fun to watch. Really great talent. And again, he's went over this mark in 5 of his last 5 games, and actually he's went over this mark in 8 out of his last 10 games. And last time he played Chicago, he ended up getting 8 on November 6th, and he got 6 on November 3rd. So, again, the minutes are massive. He's averaging almost 40 minutes a game, both against Chicago and the last 5. So the minutes are there. The opportunity is going to be there for him to get it. It's a close spread where Philly's favored by 2 with the 219.5 over-under. And this is by far my favorite pick out of the 4 that I'm talking about. So if you want to find one where you're going to mix and match with the power play, I know some people ask me about that. This is the one. I don't like when you say, hey, rank the plays that I want, or which one should I play? Again, I'm just giving you the research that I like, but this is the one where there is like a true conviction for me. If I was going to pick one, it would be Tyrese Maxey over 4.5 projection assists, because this should be 5.5 easily. The last one we're going to look, and we're going to dig in a little bit here, is one that makes me kind of uncomfortable, but there's not a lot. I was looking at rebounds, and I was like, well, I don't really like these so much, because with Finney Smith, we don't know if Kleba's going to come back, so that kind of muddies the water there. Vanderbilt's had some good games, but 8.5 is pretty stinking high. Same kind of thing with Embiid. 11's pretty high going up against Vooch. Jokic again, 12.5 seems high to me, so I'm not really looking there. So the one thing I did find a spot I think we could take advantage of is points, and we're going to look at Jared Vanderbilt over 7.5. Again, it's not a comfortable situation here. He just played Detroit where it put up 13. Detroit ranks 25th in the league with points allowed. They're 23rd in the league against small forwards. So it's a spot I think he can get some points. 7.5 is not a lot. And he's hit this mark in 7 of his last 10 games. And one of them he missed it against Phoenix where he only hit 7. But the juice is on the over at -120 in some of the sports books. So again, I think a lot of people see that number and see it pretty low and just playing Detroit and hitting that mark. Just looking at some of their injuries for Minnesota, Russell is probable to come back here. Same with Patrick Beverley. So that does hurt his scoring a little bit with those guys coming back. But again, this is like my most uncomfortable one. I like the other 3 better. If I had to rank these 4, it would probably be Maxey, and then I would look at Luka, Brunson, and Vanderbilt out of the 4 if I had to rank them here. So not super confident with the Jared Vanderbilt pick with those pieces coming back, but 7.5, he can get a lot of buckets in transition and some putbacks because he's always around the board. So those are the 4 that we're going to look at here. So again, here's the early look we're going. These 4 picks, I will put out another video for the later picks today once we get a few more over here on the Prizepicks board. And again, if you like these videos and you find any value in them, please hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, and let's keep it rolling. Have a great Sunday, guys. Appreciate each and every one of you. See you on the flip side. Deuces.